In September 2021, the South Korean series Squid Game made huge waves all around the world. Millions of viewers have been at the edge of their seats, watching the tough survival game that a few cash-strapped contestants have to play. It's pretty shocking to see the rules of this game, shocking even to the very actors who played in this series. Now, the cast of Squid Game has reunited to watch their own scenes and react to the plot twists and emotionally intense moments from the show. So, let's get into the video. It's Seong's unlucky year. His wife left him, and crippling debt makes him go to extreme lengths to get more money and repay the loan sharks who threaten his life. Yet, he can't quit gambling. The creators of the Squid Game know this, so they invite him to play in a game with a huge cash prize for the winner. He realizes the game is extremely dangerous, and there are serious chances he might lose his life any minute, but he is set on getting that prize and winning his daughter back before her mom could take her to America. There are 456 contestants, all in serious debt, all keen on winning the prize. But when someone loses in a round of Squid Game, they die. And every time someone dies, another $84,000 gets added to the cash prize pot. This intoxicating plot captivated millions of viewers around the world, and the cast has become super famous. In fact, the show was so popular worldwide that it single-handedly boosted the whole South Korean film industry stock. Apparently, 95% of the show's viewers are based outside of South Korea. This probably explains all the TikTok remakes, right?
Hey, Michael, you want to play a game?
Huh? What? Sure. Yeah, okay.
Just stand right here, okay? Just stand right here.
So the show's director, Wang Dong-hyuk, seems to have had a stroke of luck with the show's popularity. But did he? Well, not really, because he's been planning this show since 2008. Wang Dong-hyuk was born in Seoul, South Korea. He graduated from Seoul National University with a Bachelor in Arts and Communication. Then he thought to himself, why not go to Los Angeles and get a master's degree in film production? By 2010, he was back in South Korea, directing films such as Silenced and The Fortress, both of which became serious hits in his country and in the United States. But it wasn't until Squid Game that Wang Dong-hyuk proved his genius. He wanted Squid Game to be a creative take on modern-day capitalism. Everyone is always fighting for money, and life has turned into some kind of extreme competition. Wang came up with this idea back in 2008 when he was struggling financially, just like the main character. While Battle Royale is a cult classic and a gruesome game, Wang chose Squid Game as the series title from his childhood memories. And he was right. When he pitched the show to various networks in 2008, Wang was unsuccessful. But 10 years later, Netflix was super keen on making a show that pictures society at its worst. So how did Wang choose his cast? Jung-jae, who plays the main character, Seong, was discovered by a fashion designer while working at a cafe in Seoul. Throughout the 1990s, he worked as a fashion model, slowly turning towards the movie industry. In the late 90s, he became a national thing after starring in the super popular campus series, Feelings. Since then, Lee has had nothing but hit roles in films like Over the Rainbow, New World, and The Face Reader. And he's not just an actor. After the success of his movie Il Mare, Lee launched a chain of upscale Italian restaurants in Seoul named after the movie. And because he graduated in interior design, he also took it upon himself to design these restaurants. On the other hand, Hae-soo, who plays Song's friend Cho, is a much younger actor with a background in musical theater. In 2017, he got the Best Actor award at the Seoul Awards. And now he hit the spot so well with his role in Squid Game that he'll be playing a main role in the South Korean adaptation of Money Heist. And if that wasn't good enough, in September 2021, the same week that Squid Game came to the screens, Park and his wife had their first baby, a son. How cute is that? Then there's Jung Ho-yeon, who plays North Korean defector Se-byuk. She started off as a fashion model in the 2010s and became really good at it, shooting for clients like Dolce & Gabbana, Chanel, and Burberry. After the world saw her in Squid Game, her Instagram account gained some 9 million new followers. So what do Wang, Lee, and Park think of their now famous scenes, rewatching them together?
예, 원래 없던 거죠?
저 지금 웃고 있잖아요. 예, 웃고 있어.
NG 컷인데 저게 너무 좋아서 그대로 살려서 저희가 썼죠.
In the first episode of Squid Game, Seong is running away from his loan sharks when he hits Se-byuk and makes her coffee fly out of her hand. Even though he was running for his life, he stops to pick up the coffee and hand it back to her.
사소하지만은 남이 이렇게 힘들거나 어려워하는 거를 그냥 지나치지 않는 모습들을 시나리오 곳곳에다가 다 배치를 해놓으셨어요.
The whole scene is pretty funny, as the desperate atmosphere meets the goofiness of the character. Wang especially picked this outtake to make it into the movie because it was the most realistic, aka chaotic one. But this is not the case with every scene in Squid Game. After a lot of death and horror, Seong gets home only to find out that his mother had lost her life and he wasn't there to be with her.
일반적으로 뭐 만약에 그런 장면을 찍는다 그러면 뭐 막 펑펑 울면서 엄마 뭐 하면서 막 오열하고 뭐 이럴 것 같은데
이미 기훈이는 너무 많은 슬픔을 겪었고 너무 많은 죽음을 목격한 이후라 아무것도 남아있지 않은 껍데기 같은 사람일 거라고 생각을 했어요.
All Seong can do now is lie down next to his mother and sigh, exhausted. He is literally too emotionally drained to cry. Watching this scene long after filming it, the cast still gets very emotional.
이렇게 가슴에 손을 이렇게 하시더라고요. 이렇게 이제 전 너무 아파가지고 서러움 이런 것도 없어졌고 이미 이제 그 감정이 너무 근데 이해가 가더라고요. 어떤 기훈 입장에서도 짠한 느낌의.
Then sad turns into scary and exciting when all the masked men come into the contestants' room. They haven't got any weapons on them yet, but their voices sure are menacing from the get-go.
키가 크시니까 이렇게 멀리 똑같은 옷을 입었는데 저기 이정재 씨가 저 뒤에 보이네요. 왼쪽 구석 위에.
아 그리고 그 처음에 이정재 배우님께서 되게 감탄하셨다고 전해 들었어요. 네, 되게 기뻤어요.
Of course, the show's art director made sure that Seong would stand out from the crowd throughout the show, and Lee makes sure to show this appreciation to her after the show as well.
저도 미적인 거에 굉장히 관심이 많은데 아이디어를 생각해냈다라는 거가 아 이거 너무 대단한 것 같다. 개념이 너무 훌륭한 것 같다라는 말씀을 굉장히 많이 드렸던 것 같아요.
감사합니다.
But these scenes weren't easy to shoot, as Wang made sure everything was as close to real life as possible. So the contestants' suits were not state-of-the-art gym suits, but were made from the same material of old gym clothes from the 1980s. So with over 450 people, it got sweaty and dusty really quick.
막 답답하고 숨쉬기 힘들고 알러지 오셔가지고 막 얼굴도 막 붉글붉글해지시고 해가지고 되게 힘들었어요 사실.
The cast also looked at scenes that show Cho's complex character.
기다렸다가 버스 타고 가요.
스스로도 아직도 망했지만 노블리스 오블리제 같은 느낌을 가지고 있는 아직도 난 도덕적으로 올바른 사람이야. 얘들보다 내가 더 우월하니.
Wang portrays Cho as a conflicted character whose altruistic tendencies go against his bias that his cultural background places him above the rest. And even when he's down and out, Cho keeps his immaculate look.
제 입장에서 보면은 되게 불쌍하잖아요. 자켓 입는 행위가 되게 아이러니하더라고요. 그래서 저도 그걸 보고서 좀 이상했었던 기분이 들었던 것 같습니다.
Because it's weird to be super dapper when you've lost everything, isn't it?
말 못하는 무언가와 말 없이 상우의 마음을 좀 상상하게 만드는 그런 장면을 한번 만들어 보고 싶었어요.
And then there's the dynamics between the characters.
재수도 없이 제일 어려운 거.
어떤 게임인지 모르고 선택하는 상황. 아니
상우는 그걸 얘기해줘야 되나 말아야 되나 사실 조금 고민을 합니다.
화이팅 이게 참 굳이.
Although Seong and Cho are friends, they don't always tell each other everything. Time is of the essence in a game that can cost them their lives, and they have to decide whether to lend a helping hand or focus on their chances to win.
이제 대본을 읽을 때는 인물과의 어떤 관계 설정이 굉장히 치밀하게 얽혀 있는 것을 보고서 많이 놀랬고.
Oh, and that honey dessert dalgona? They were made by hired specialists, and the actors had to lick them for real, just like in the scene. Again, Wang wanted everything to be realistic.
소품팀이 옆에서 같이 이렇게 녹여주고 찍어주고 그걸 다시 받아가지고 배우님들한테 바로 드리고 막 이런.
Continuing his lifelike trip, Wang had specialists create the Escher-like stair-filled hallway that we see throughout the series.
400~500명이 같이 올라가던 장소가 나중에는 달랑 막 2~3명만 남고 막 이런 기어가는 느낌이 오래 기억에 남는 것 같아요.
Just like the viewers, the actors felt sad and lonely at the sight of a super colorful maze getting emptier every day. But they didn't have time to feel sad because they were busy tugging against a forklift in this incredibly exhausting scene.
그때 거의 파김치 되셨잖아요.
아니 저는 그거 생각도 안 하고 그냥 뭐 적당히 좀 땡기면 되겠지라고 했는데 너무 힘들더라고요. 생각지도 못했었던.
And if some scenes weren't just physically difficult, some had a deep psychological effect on the actors.
상대방을 이겨야만 하는 어떤 그런 설정들은 깊이도 있고 치밀하기도 하고 연기를 하면서도 생각을 많이 하게끔 하는 그런 장면이었던 것 같아요. 지금까지는 인간적으로 제일 착한 사람인 것처럼 보여졌는데 살기 위해서 게임에서 이기기 위해서 상대방을 속이게 되는 저런 인간의 밑바닥이
That's right, Squid Game was an intense experience to watch and an even more intense experience to shoot. We hope you enjoyed our video. What's your take on the Squid Game? Would you still relive every scene to its fullest after filming it? Leave us a comment and let us know what other movie gossip you'd like us to cover. Oh, and if you did like our video, make sure you click that button. And why not subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button so you never miss another video?